remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go, here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11. Go. They gotta go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
I'm wondering.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to mix it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Running left, it's Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Darnold on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They'll send Marshall in motion left. Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Throwing again is Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Darnold from the red zone now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. It's Darnold. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. To throw is Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Bengals 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's open.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Mixing up the middle. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Nixon, his running back. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. On third down, Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So second and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's Darnold. Forced out to his left. Darnold, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
In motion left here, Marshall. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 59 yards. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down back at the 42.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Sam Hubbard just continues to quietly produce for the Bengals. He plays the run, but he can also rush the passer, and had 7.5 sacks in 2021.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to complete this to Chenault.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They'll send Marshall in motion left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
11 empty.
Nixon will try the right side.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow going up top. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.